That night at the Cívitas Metropolitano, everything felt like a grand stage ready to create a miracle. Barcelona arrived under immense pressure, trying to overturn the situation against Atletico Madrid, a team known for its cold, ruthless efficiency. On the sidelines stood two figures with contrasting philosophies: Hansi Flick, relying on progressiveness and high tempo, against Diego Simeone, who thrives on discipline and suffering. The match began with high intensity. Within the first 30 seconds, Lamine Yamal had already threatened Atletico's goal, and in the fourth minute, he truly broke the deadlock, scoring an early goal that instantly reignited Barcelona's hopes. The stadium fell silent as the home fans were stunned by such an aggressive start. Barcelona seemed to rediscover their identity, playing with high tempo and confidence. But as the match progressed, the direction began to shift. Atletico slowly found openings, and the tension increased. Referee Clement Turpin's decisions started drawing attention, especially as physical duels intensified. From that point on, what started as a tactical battle gradually turned into a match full of drama and controversy. What initially looked like a tactical duel became a controversy-filled drama. Players reacted, protests emerged, emotions escalated. Even before the final whistle, many felt this was no longer a normal match. And when it was all over, Barcelona were eliminated. But what remained wasn't just the 3-2 aggregate score in Atletico's favor. What remained was a question: was everything truly fair? The missing penalty in the first leg. The first major controversy, the root of everything, occurred in the first leg, in the 63rd minute. During a restart from Atletico's goalkeeper, the ball appeared to touch Marc Pubil's hand inside the penalty box. The moment triggered immediate reactions from Barcelona players, who believed it was a clear handball. They surrounded the referee, demanding a penalty, while Hansi Flick also showed his frustration from the sidelines. In a match as big as the Champions League, incidents like this usually receive major attention, especially inside the penalty area. But the opposite happened. The referee chose to let play continue without awarding a penalty. Even more surprisingly, VAR, meant to correct such decisions, did not intervene. This decision sparked widespread debate. Many analysts considered it a clear handball that should have resulted in a penalty, while others saw it as a gray area in rule interpretation. But for Barcelona, this wasn't just a technical debate. They felt clearly disadvantaged, losing a crucial opportunity that could have changed the match. After the game, the club even filed an official protest to UEFA, hoping for a review. However, the outcome remained unchanged. No revision, no acknowledgement of error. From this moment, a sense of distrust began to grow within the team, and heading into the second leg, the shadow of this incident still lingered, influencing the emotional context of the match. Eric Garcia's red card. The most decisive moment in the second leg came around the 68th minute, when Eric Garcia fouled Alexander Sorloth, who was through on goal. The situation presented a clear goal-scoring opportunity, making the foul a major talking point. Referee Clement Turpin initially showed a yellow card, allowing the game to continue without major disruption. But moments later, VAR signaled for a review. Turpin went to the monitor to reassess the incident. After reviewing, the decision was upgraded to a direct red card. This change significantly increased the tension, not just because of the foul itself, but because of its massive impact on the match. By the rules, many agreed the decision was justified under denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. However, controversy arose from the context and timing. At a moment when Barcelona were pushing to overturn the aggregate and regaining momentum, losing a player was a huge blow. the players reacted with visible frustration. After the red card, Barcelona were forced to drastically change their approach. Their attacking intensity dropped, the defensive line fell deeper, the team's balance was disrupted. Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid grew in confidence and took control of the game. From that point on, the direction of the match shifted, and this moment became one of the most decisive factors in the final outcome. Brutal duels. One of the most terrifying moments occurred when Fermín López suffered a heavy aerial collision. While attempting a header, his face was struck by Atletico goalkeeper Juan Muso's boot. The impact sent him straight to the ground, with blood visible on his face, forcing medical staff to enter the pitch. The match was briefly stopped due to the severity of the incident, making it one of the most dramatic moments of the game. Despite the injury, Fermín López continued playing after treatment, showing the intensity and pressure of the match. This incident highlighted not only the physicality of the game, but also how players were pushed to their limits. However, this wasn't the only brutal moment. Atletico players also suffered injuries from intense duels, including an incident involving Gavi that resulted in a head collision. This series of uncompromising challenges showed just how physically demanding the match was. What made it even more controversial was how referee Clement Turpin handled these incidents. In Fermín López's case, no penalty or card was given, as it was deemed accidental contact. In other duels, only fouls and yellow cards were awarded. From a rules perspective, some analysts considered these decisions correct, but for Barcelona, the impact of each incident felt far greater, creating a sense of injustice and widening the gap between rule interpretation and on-field emotions. Rafinha's statement. Claims that Barcelona were unfairly treated didn't just come from fans, but also from inside the team. Rafinha openly expressed his disappointment after the match, stating that the team felt disadvantaged by several key decisions across both legs. This wasn't just an emotional reaction, it reflected the accumulation of moments they believed went against them. In matches as intense as the Champions League, every decision has a major impact. And for Barcelona, several crucial moments didn't go their way. Rafinha's statement became a catalyst for a growing narrative that the result wasn't determined purely by what happened on the pitch. Outside the field, reactions escalated further. Media outlets picked up the controversy, while among fans, the narrative evolved from unfairly treated to stronger accusations like robbed. Debates spread across platforms, with many reanalyzing every decision that seemed to disadvantage Barcelona. Even after UEFA rejected the official protest, the debate didn't fade away. Instead, it strengthened the belief among some that something wasn't right. In the end, the controversy didn't stop at the result. It became a lasting public discussion long after the match ended. Pitch conditions. The controversy didn't happen on the field. It came from something unexpected: the pitch conditions. Hansi Flick openly expressed dissatisfaction with the grass at the Cívitas Metropolitano before the match. He was even seen inspecting the pitch and raising concerns to UEFA officials. According to him, the grass was too long, which could slow down the ball, something crucial for Barcelona's fast, short passing style. In a match with such fine margins, details like this can influence performance. However, UEFA confirmed there was no rule violation. The grass length was measured at 26 millimeters, within the allowed regulations. Organizers also ensured proper watering before the match and during halftime. While technically compliant, the issue still sparked debate. Some saw it as a psychological warfare. Others believed it genuinely affected the game. After the match, Atletico even mocked the issue, adding another layer to the controversy surrounding the clash. In the end, Atletico Madrid advanced to the semifinals. They played with discipline, took their chances, and showed strong mentality. That is undeniable. But the shadow of controversy cannot simply be erased. Too many moments were questioned, too many decisions felt questionable, and too many emotions remained after the final whistle. Barcelona were eliminated, but the way they were eliminated will always be debated. Was it purely a footballing defeat, or were there other factors at play? The answer may never be fully clear, but one thing is certain: this match won't be remembered just for its quality. It will be remembered for its controversy. Because in football, sometimes what people remember most is not the result, but how that result happened. So, what do you think? Did Barcelona lose because of their performance or because of the decisions? Write your opinion in the comments, because in this match, the truth has many versions.